Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. This morning I found myself a bit out of sorts. Nothing alarming, just a touch of apprehension that rarely visits me. But I tell you what, I decided to sit with it and figure out what was going on. And soon the answer came to me. Self-doubt. Absolutely, I do. I struggle with self-doubt at times. And you might wonder, what does self-doubt have to do with success? Well, even though I haven't experienced it in a while, there it was, making me question myself. The root of my apprehension was a project I'm working on, and it might surprise you, but successful people also experience self-doubt. We all question our abilities, knowledge, choices, and decisions at some point. It's a natural human response to change and growth. So it's not a negative, it's a positive. You see, but self-doubt, if left unchecked, can undermine your confidence and keep you stuck. It seems from subconscious thoughts that, you get in your mind, it stems from that. These things like, you may say to yourself, I'm not good enough, or I'm unworthy. But every time you feel self-doubt, you have an opportunity to tackle it and move forward. Now I want to give you a few questions that you might want to ask yourself that'll help confront self-doubt and keep you progressing towards your goals. The first question you have to ask yourself is, do I really want this? Reflect on your goals and motivations. If you genuinely want or need to achieve something, that's one aspect of doubt that you can set aside. If not, it might be time to reevaluate your goals. Now think about this. Am I able? Both science and theology suggest our potential is limitless. And while doubt is normal while trying something new, trust in your capability to achieve what you deeply desire. Ask yourself, am I willing? This isn't about ability, but willingness. Ask yourself if you're prepared to pay the price to achieve your goal. If your goal excites you more than your current situation, you'll be willing to overcome any obstacle. Ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? Often the worst case scenario isn't as bad as we imagine. Weigh the risks of staying where you are against the risks of pursuing your goal. Sometimes the greater risk lies in not moving forward. Or ask yourself, what are the potential rewards? Consider the rewards that might come from pursuing your goal. As Norman Vincent Peale said, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. So dream big, shoot big. Absolutely. So, let me share a story with you about a time when self-doubt nearly derailed a significant project in my career. Several years ago, I was leading a team tasked with implementing a new complex data management system for a major state client. And the project was high stakes, with a tight deadline and a substantial visibility within the state government's infrastructure. As we progressed, unexpected technical challenges began to emerge. The stress and pressure mounted, and I started to doubt whether we could deliver on time. I questioned my decisions and my ability to lead the team through these difficulties. And then one evening, I got up with my wife and we were sitting in the office. I was totally consumed by my worries, and it was then that she had recommended I apply the questions I mentioned earlier to the scenario. She's a smart cookie. So, first thing I asked myself, do I really want this? I asked myself why this project mattered to me, and I remembered the potential impact it would have on the state's infrastructure and its ability to provide welfare programs to the citizens that needed them. So, I knew that this is something that I really wanted. I love helping people, and I really wanted to do something that would help the citizens of this state to be successful in achieving their goals related to the entitlement programs that were offered to them. But then I asked myself, am I able? And I reflected on the past successes and the skill of my team, and I realized we had the expertise to solve the problems we were currently experiencing. It was just a matter of persistence and creativity. And then I asked myself, am I willing? And I had to consider if I was willing to endure the late nights and intense problem solving. I concluded that the satisfaction of success would definitely be worth the effort. But then I asked myself, what's the worst that can happen? Well, I thought about the worst case scenario. If we failed, we'd learn valuable lessons and improve for future projects. This realization lessened the fear of failure somewhat. And then I asked myself, what are the potential rewards? I envisioned the rewards: satisfied citizens that needed assistance, a satisfied client, recognition for the team, and a successful deployment of a new groundbreaking system. And you know what? My wife is a smart cookie, because with a renewed sense of purpose, I approached my team the next day with a clear plan and a positive mindset. We worked tirelessly, collaborating and innovating to overcome each obstacle we were seeing, and in the end we delivered the project on time, and it was a resounding success. So, I want to recommend that when self-doubt arises, you don't ignore it or try to squash it. Understand its origin and validity. By asking yourself the key questions I mentioned, you can unravel self-doubt and align your thoughts and beliefs with your true capabilities. Now, facing and evaluating your self-doubts helps you to grow, both personally and professionally. It'll transform self-doubt from a hindrance into a tool that challenges your limitations and makes the seemingly impossible possible. So embrace self-doubt as a step towards achieving your highest potential. Remember, even in the moments of uncertainty, you, and I'm saying you, have the power to turn doubt into determination and achieve greatness. There are no limits. The only limits you have are the ones you place upon yourself. You're amazing, incredible, and you have amazing things within you. The world is just waiting to see. I care about you. I believe in you. And you know what? I know that if anybody is worth it, you are. And if anybody can do it, you can. I'll be back tomorrow with some more things to discuss. I hope you have a beautiful day. Remember, get those shoes on, get moving. Let's take this day on. It's through action that we achieve our dreams and goals. Talk to you tomorrow.